The next question is about career portfolios. So this one actually stemmed from a podcast we did with Maren Roberts Huntley. She's the founder of Made to Hire, a wonderful company that we've partnered with before in the past. And Maren talks about this concept of an interview portfolio. A career portfolio or interview portfolio, quote, is a set of documents that you have prepared to bring to a job interview. It goes beyond your resume, including supplemental documents to further show your suitability for the job. It's important to note your portfolio is filled with supplemental information you would not submit with your application. So don't think you need to email this to anyone with your application. It's way too much information for that part of the process. Rather, when you hand your interviewer your portfolio, you're handing them a tangible visual reference to the specific relevant stories you will then give as answers to their questions. So there's so much genius here. And the biggest thing that I will call out about this is that no one else is doing this. If you end up coming up with a shiny portfolio that's polished, it's visual, it's different, then I promise you, you will stand out and you will make an impression that no one else is making in their job search here. So bonus, when you leave the interview, the employer will have a dynamic reference document that they can refer to when making their decision. So think about how that is going to stand out and how that's going to differentiate among all of the other applicants who are just getting stacked on the hiring manager's desk here. So this is something really powerful. Again, I'll make sure to link that article within the description of this podcast episode if you want to see more of what I'm talking about, but that can be so powerful. So what can you include in this interview portfolio? This comes from Maren here. A cover page, which is something that gives a first impression. This can include your name, job title, and phrase, such as packet prepared for blank. Include your resume as well. This is something that never hurts to include. You can include a recommendation letter as well. So I typically recommend removing the recommendations or references on your resume, but you can include this separately in this packet. And I also recommend including something that Maren calls a suitability map. So this one is a game changer. This can be basically like a diagram that matches your qualifications to the demands of the job. So with exact phrases from the job description paired with your applicable experience, it's going to be a visual checklist of why you're qualified. So these are 5 to 7 things, 5 to 7 qualifications that you want to draw your attention to that highlight your best experiences here. The other 2 things that your portfolio can include are a 30, 60, 90-day plan. Maren talks about this plan as something that shows you have your future in mind. So you can lay out your transition into the role and ensure your long-term success, as well as your work samples. You can most certainly include work samples within your portfolio here. So these are going to be tangible examples of your most notable projects or publications. This can be 2 to 3 things that will supplement your resume achievements and your cover letter stories as well. So this is another way to really bring your accomplishments to life and things that you can reference in that interview as you go in strong and ready to beat out the other applicants here.